Shiny, shiny. God, I knew this was gonna happen. You put one reflective figure on one reflective surface and you open a wormhole. Okay, I can't stay in here too long, but Cooler is really cool. But could you been cooler? God, this is bad. All right, just go ahead and roll the thing. Back at it again, baby! Yes, what is up, everybody? Hello, my name is LeCompton. Welcome to today's in-depth review of an old one. Gotta point that out. We got this in December of last year, and we are behind, so it is an old catch-up review of SH Figuarts Metal Cooler. All right, I'm very excited for this one because he's been sitting on my shelf for close to 7 months now. 2, what's all the hype about? Is he that cool? I need to know because I'm very concerned about the plastic quality of him. Just looking at him. Anyways, looking nice in the box. Did want to let you know what to look for just in case there are any bootlegs. As of 7 months into this figure's release, there are no bootlegs, but just in case, this is what you look for. Hey! Thank you, clown. As far as the box art, looks amazing, very shiny, very chrome, making my dad blush just because he likes chrome and motorcycles and all that stuff. I guess, I don't know, I haven't talked to him in forever. Anyways, not sadness, but product shots on the side looking good, product shots on the back. Like, I can't even tell what's going on just because of the gloss, but if you are, I don't know, somewhat of a millionaire, you can get an army of coolers and reenact that scene of, you know, them all coming. There's the bottom of the box looking nice, and then the top as well. That side, I never show that side just because, you know, no one's gonna open it from that side, right? So anyways, let's go ahead and get Cooler out of the box. And there is Cooler out of the box. Looks like he is coming with, holy crap, a decent amount. So I did get him for shipping included at the time of release, $102 off of Hobby Genkai. I have checked, there is very limited stock available on there, and I believe you can get him for $112 without shipping, which is probably going to put you at like $120, $125 if I had to guess, maybe more, possibly. But 3 interchangeable heads. You've got a very long, nice metallic tail. You've got the regenerating Gete star shoulder piece and the arm. You've got 2 interchangeable like feet to where they're all claw-like instead of, you know, where they're just flat and stuff to where he can stand. And then 4 pairs of interchangeable hands. So question is, that's a decent amount of stuff. But for $102 at time of release, is it worth it? I don't know. Let's go ahead and get into this review and find out. All right, for articulation, yes, I have gloves on because I don't want to get prints on him, and 2, I need to grip him because he's kind of hard to grip as far as like moving stuff up goes. So can look up that much, which is great. Look down that much, which is pretty good. You got a head tilt like so, head tilt like so. I'm kind of like scared of him. He just feels very light and loose, but not in like a cheap way. He does have the Exorcist style. So remember when I reviewed this guy, his brother, Mechanical Mecha Frieza, and I was like, oh my God, shoulders. These shoulders are so new. This is the problem with doing old figures after new figures, because you're like, oh my God, they broke the world, but Metal Cooler did it first. These shoulder pieces right here are attached right there and can go all the way up and can like kind of like move around there. Look at that, that's so cool. Okay, so that's really cool. It is attached right there on the top of the shoulder. cap there, so that's really cool. And you can tell that this is made to not allow any type of hindrance as far as like doing a T-pose. So big question is like, how does the, every single, like when you move it around, it doesn't click, but you can tell it's very tight, but not in like a tight break way, just it's not going anywhere. He's ready to pose. So that's really good. We do have a full 360, has the bicep swivel right there, double jointed arms, which are going to get a flexion right there, which isn't like the best I have seen in my years, and a ball joint within the wrist right there, which is that gonna be our flexion? I don't want to break anything, dude. Like, I keep saying this, but I really don't want to break anything. Okay, can move down like that. So not too bad. Now, as far as the butterfly joints, okay, what are you doing here? Okay, so you're gonna get a crossover like so, which is not too bad. Okay, so that's what you're gonna get on the cross arms or crossover for the butterfly joints. So that's pretty impressive. I do like that. Now, ab crunch. He doesn't look like he has an ab crunch, but he can crunch like so. I guess that's really, is that really gonna be it? I guess that's gonna be it. Now, limbo style, a little better, not too crazy, but a little better. It's got a tilt like so on the abs and a tilt like so on the abs, which is great. Now, okay, so these are the questions I have is, what's going on with the legs? Because they look very, they don't look like they're gonna do too much. The thing I am noticing and I'm scared of is there's gonna be a lot of paint rub here. And, leg can kick all the way up there, which is, Jesus, cooler. And has a thigh cut right there, which is great, so you can move that around. Double jointed knees is going to be that as far as the flexion goes. Okay, as you saw, his foot came off. And the reason is because this is not giving any type of give right there. Like that is as far as you're gonna move it down. Move up, I'm scared, but we're gonna do it for the, wow, nothing. So cannot do anything as far as up and down. He is just falling apart, bro. Big Gete star is the star of this. So he has like ankle rocker motions right there. Ankle rocker motions right there, and then, oh my God. Okay, ankle rocker right there. So no ankle rocker is what you need to know for Metal Cooler here. So all of those foot problems said, we're gonna talk about the tail. The tail looks really cool. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, 5 parts of articulation there. So you're going to move it up like so, move it down like that, and then move it up like that on that piece. You're going to move that down, move that up, and that's pretty good. And then over here, this one, I think this one's going to be the biggest posing right there, because look how far that one goes down, almost like a little scorpion tail. But I like this tail. I like this tail a lot, especially when you just turn it and make it lay on the surface. And also, this is like the worst posing I think I've ever done for a figure. That's our articulation for Cooler. But it helps him stand up, so it's really cool. So, articulation, that felt really weird. Butterfly joints, great. Head, neck, ab crunch, not too bad. Once we go down to the legs, yes, he can kick up, but his knees aren't the most flexion, and those toes, those feet, all of the bottom parts not moving at all. So it's like it's good, and then the more you go down, it gets worse, and then the tail's cool. So I mean, I like it. Full paint apps and sculpting. This is going to be the weirdest coverage of paint apps and sculpting I think I have done thus far in my illustrious career. I'm kidding, it's not illustrious. No! everything's reflection. Like you can see me in Cooler. so that's cool. The things we do want to go over is the bicep is not the same as the rest of the torso, as you can see that. And then also, my God, I don't know what happened there. But you can see also the abs are actually the obliques on his torso are the same as far as the arms go. And now looking, the things that I wanted to call attention to were when we pull out that butterfly joint, and it's right there. It's that's so detailed, so articulate, and like, look at it. It's definitely matching the look of the movie. And for people that haven't seen the movie, that is an ugly movie. Just after doing my research. Now, the head, yeah, he's got the Frieza ears, and then the tail is the coolest part, and that is because it's got the chrome on the top, and then when you move it around, you've got the flat chrome on the bottom, which doesn't have the reflection. I want to know, would you guys have preferred this flat chrome, this flat silver, compared to the silver that we got, like the one that's super reflection and things like that? And then I'm just gonna go ahead and show you real quick. There's his toes, his feet, everything is as it needs to be. It's just super shiny. All right, for accessories, this is gonna be kind of difficult because there's really nothing going on except for the eyes, so we really want to call attention to the eyes. And when moving to the side here, you can see really what's going on. The pupils look really good, the lining around the eye looks really good, and same thing can be said on that side. I'm just gonna have to show it from the side here. So, smirky face Cooler. So, I think that's really all he likes to do in the movie is smirk. Lining around the eyes looks really good. Pupil is very sinister, very red, dark red though, but it looks really good. And then same thing can be said on that side. The smirk, if we can get a, God, how are we gonna do that? Can you see that? I can see it. Okay, so the smirk looks good. The sculpting on it looks good. I don't know how to show you guys. It's so shiny. So shiny, Tamashii. Teeth face for Cooler. Okay, so God, this is so ridiculous to even like point out here. So lining around the eyes looks really good. Pupil looks great. Teeth. Teeth look good-ish. Okay, so I do see the line in the teeth there, so that looks good. And I also see a little bit of a sculpting, kind of like a lip snarl there, so that looks really good. Same thing on this side, looks great. So, yeah. All right, so the yelling face. I think this is the one that we're like, okay, is he really gonna nail the landing here? Lining looks good. Pupils look great. As far as the mouth goes, I can't tell. Okay, blue tongue, great. We like it. Also, the blue tongue has teeth surrounding it, so that's good. And then lining on that eye looks great as well. You can also see, I wanted to point out that he's got those Frieza lines that go on both sides of his cheek there, so all of it looks good. It's really hard to point out the faces in this, but from what I can tell, they look good. All right, Big Gete regeneration arm. This is the coolest thing to me that's been included there. And if you're looking at it, you can see that there's different colors going on there. So I do like that. It is not articulated in any way. No, not articulated, just kind of like a prop piece there. But look at the detail on this thing. And then right there, giving it that Terminator almost regeneration look. And the thing I wanted to point out is, see that ball joint right there? That ball joint is what you need to do to pop off the actual shoulder cap for the chrome metallic piece, which is impossible to hold. That ball joint right there is what you're going to pop it out of, and then you're going to insert the ball joint into the cap of the regenerated shoulder piece. It is a pain to get on, so be aware of that, but I really do love the way that they actually included this and just the look of it in general. As far as hands, like we said, we've got 4 4 pairs of interchangeable hands, and I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think there's any other hands that he could have came with. He's got like a chokey hand. Chokey hand. Yeah, that's a thing. Anyways, Ki Blast hand, some kind of like running man hands, and then some Death Finger hands. So I think this is really all you need for the figure, so not too bad on the hands. And there we have a cooler. Metal Cooler, standing with most of his people from the movie. Yes, I switched gloves because the black gloves are making me sweaty. I don't think I really have to do any more handling in the video, so there you go. Good job, me. Anyway, so Metal Cooler. All right. There are no official sources, but after doing some sleuthing here, Metal Cooler stands at 5.7 inches. Goku is 5'7" in real life. After doing the sleuthing, Goku and Metal Cooler are supposed to be the same height, especially when you can see like when they're doing their little battle fight, trading fisticuffs. Their knees are at the exact same height. So with Metal Cooler being the exact same size as he needs to for Goku, he's great. Also, we did want to include Mecha Frieza over there. Just, everybody's getting a makeover. So really like that. Now I just really quick want to see the movie versions of all the villains, just because it's happening, man. It's happening. All right, this is all for funsies. This shot's looking clean. And I say clean because Cooler's just clean. And this, I think it looks really good. This is a really cool shot. I'm so glad we're actually getting movie villains. So, will Cooler's ultimate revival lead him to receive the Got to Freaking Have It award? Or will his reliance on the big Gete star be his downfall? Find out after this short break.
Super Saiyan, power blasting shields, each Krovac arm and the power it wields. Go Super Saiyan all over again. Power booster figures, let the battle begin.
Dragonball Z Power Booster features, each sold separately. Bandai.
Ladies and gentle collectors, are you entertained by Metal Cooler? What are you thinking? I think he's pretty cool.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Surprised that I'm not a dad. Okay, so no, he's pretty freaking cool. I had my reservations about him. I feel like I always start with this. I had my reservations about him because the way the metal / plastic feels, it's very light, but it doesn't feel cheap. It is very premium quality, don't get me wrong. And the price being $100 something, I can see it. I don't know if it justifies it because it does come with a decent amount of stuff. 3 interchangeable heads, an arm, a really cool tail, and then 4 pairs of hands. So I think it's the make of the figure that really warrants this price, because I remember I think it was like Raccoon and Birder. I think I paid like $80 for them. So for you to tell me that this Metal Cooler is more expensive, there's something going on. And as I'm saying that out loud, I'm like, okay, no, it doesn't make sense because those are big figures. However, they got QC problems out the ass, especially Raccoon. Birder, not so much. Everything with that. Let's go into the gripes and then the good stuff. Gripes. I can't touch this figure with my greasy little grubby hands without leaving prints on him. I think that is a given. It makes sense. It does not show up well in pictures and or videos. Is it easy to clean him? Yeah, you just use a little glass cleaner cloth and you're good to go. But you kind of feel like a little tiptoey around him. The other parts is the reason I have him in this very wide stance thing here is, do you see that gap right there? When you're lifting his legs and doing that stuff, like the plastic is separating. Like, it's literally separating, and I can say that I haven't had that problem on the chest and torso, but especially the hips, I see it separating. Is it easy to fix? Yeah, you just push it back in. It's not breaking, but it is separating. So it leads me to believe what's gonna happen in the future here. Like, when I go do stuff, and let's say he's not new out of the box anymore, and I go do a pose or whatever, is he gonna split? Is he gonna crack? So that's my worry about him. Good stuff. Good stuff. He's really fun. Like, articulation wise, he's pretty good, but this tail makes all the world of difference. Like, oh my god, it's such a freaking cool tail. Like, coolest tail we have gotten, even more so than Mecha Frieza's tail. Original 5th form, final form cooler, that's a pretty damn cool tail. Looks like a packed sausage, but it's a pretty cool tail. This one might take the cake with that. All of the stuff he comes with, it makes sense. It's great. It adds so much photography, posability, fun to him. So I really like that. But that brings me to my rating scale. $102. It's kind of hard to say, because I'm like, if you weren't $102, I would so put you on the gotta freaking have it. But since you were such a premium price, but you're such a cool figure, I'm so torn. All right, let's say this. If he was $102, yeah, I gotta freaking have it. But since he's $102, and especially for you guys, 7 months after release, you're probably gonna get him at $120, $130. I don't think he's worth it at that price. So I'm gonna put him on the love it scale. For his original price, yeah. Oh, that felt bad almost. But if you agree with me, let me know in the comments below. Was I too hard on him, too easy, too nitpicky with all that gloss? Let me know. Stay tuned next week. I was waiting for Kui. I was, Kiwi, Kui. You know, the one that had like maybe 20 minutes of actual screen time. No, I lie. It's maybe 7. We'll find out when we do that review. But I don't think he's gotten a notification shipping yet. So it's going to be Mina Ashiro from Kaiju number 8, which is going to put a bookend on my Kaiju releases, which is great. I'm caught up with something, so stay tuned for that. Guys, thank you so much for watching this, and until next time, Compton out.